I think Avril's having a ball. If you read the interviews, and I haven't read them, overseas, and I've read them here, I think she's having an absolute ball on the road. I think she's tired and exhausted and can't wait to get off and have that. But life on the road, particularly when everybody, is treating you a certain way, and you're seeing, this is a young girl out of a small town, Napanee, Ontario, all of a sudden in downtown Tokyo, running around with her band in cars and running around Australia, I mean, my God, it's very intoxicating. I'm surprised she hasn't burned herself out, but I think everything you see, she seems to be having real fun. I know the one thing that she wanted to do more than anything was to play live and have her own shows. So that was a real treat as well.
I think Avril is enjoying her success very much. I think she's a little bit awed by it, although it doesn't come across when she's working or performing. But I think she's a little taken aback that it's gone so quickly. But certainly she's enjoying it. She finds it tiring. When she's on stage, when she's writing, when she's doing her music, she's in heaven, because that's what Avril is all about.
Her success definitely lies in the hearts of the teenagers and the preteens that are, trying to figure out who they are and just want to be themselves and have a lot of people around them, telling them how they're supposed to act, how they're supposed to dress, what music they're supposed to listen to. And I think that she definitely struck a chord in that age group, in the preteens to, late teens, just because that's what we stand for. We're preteen rebels. That's what we are.
Well, I thought that she was going to be famous, but I didn't have any idea that she would be this famous. Like, she's famous all over the world. And I thought, wow, she'll be great in Canada and maybe the United States. But she's famous everywhere, and that's amazing. So it was sort of like an overnight thing, too. It was 1 minute you didn't know Avril, and then everyone knew Avril.
I'll always just remember her as the 14-year-old who had great hopes and great dreams and has worked very hard and has truly been focused and knew what she wanted, and certainly there have been a lot of people along the way who've seen what she had and believed in her, and she hasn't let us down. She's certainly moving forward at a rapid pace, and I think that she's it's probably second guessing. I believe that she is grounded, well grounded, certainly with her family and friends. And I hope that keeps her grounded. And she knows that she's probably going to make the most of what she's got, which is, I think, a great sign of a very talented, up-and-coming artist. So I wish her well, and I'm sure that she's just happy to be along for the ride.
Well, I think it's great that she's doing what she's doing and like not really, I don't know, not being affected by what's being said about her and stuff like that. She's just going on with what she wants to do, and I think that's just the kind of person she is. She's determined to be exactly who she wants to be.
I think she's been so successful because she just, first of all, she can write a song. Second of all, she can sing a song. But then there's that little extra degree that it just exudes out of her. There's kind of a sparkle in her eyes that it's just not in the average everyday person. There's just that little extra edge to it that makes people a star.
Avril has the potential to become a major world star if she can maintain her current rate of development and reinvention.
We live out of a suitcase. We never get to go home. We spend every night in a different city, and we don't get home cooked meals. We eat out of restaurants, and now we can't really go public places in America or Canada because everyone knows who we are.
The future of Avril Lavigne, I think, she'll probably move into even a more mature sound. I think she'll grow within herself and definitely be up there with probably with Sheryl Crow.
Whether or not Avril has staying power, we don't know, because we're living in a pop music commodity world that is very similar to what it was in the 1950s, where teenage icons were thrown up and thrown down, so quickly. I don't think anybody thought the last wave would have been moved on so quickly. Britney, thank you. Christine, thank you.
I think Avril has a lot of staying ability, and again, that's because her music is so popular. I mean, it crosses such a range. I don't think she gears to just one age group. I think that's when I don't know a lot about the music business, but I know that, when you tend to kind of gear in on one age group, it tends to be the ones that don't last as long. I think her appeal is pretty broad, and I think Avril has the talent to grow with the music, and I think that will change as she gets older. I think that her style will change slightly, and I think her abilities will carry her a long ways. So I would fully expect she'll be in the business for a long time.
The second album certainly will be strong because of the management team that she has in Terry McBride and Shauna from Network Management and from L.A. Reid. So frankly, the second album will have some legs to it, as do most follow-up albums. Whether or not she will have a career will really come to play on her third album. Because at that point, people say, I already have 2 albums, what are you doing new? And at that point, she can't play the small town skater boy image at that point. It's like, okay, what have you done for me lately? Let's move on. What does she become? And we certainly saw the growing pains that can be of people with, Christina, Aguilera, and also with Britney.
Her sassy punkiness and down-to-earth wit place her firmly at the forefront of a new generation of female artists who at last shoot from the hip and disregard manufactured pop product.
At 14, I listened to her singing other people's songs. I listened to her doing fairly well in her singing, but now, 5 years later, she's changed, she's matured, and 5 years from now, I'm sure she'll be even better. And she's getting better and better, and with the experiences that she's had that are coming fast and furiously, I think that they'll be a great influence in her songwriting. And I think that we have not seen the last of Avril Lavigne, and she's capable of so much.
I guess he really thought he'd get to it someday. When it came to him, I guess I thought...
The future for Avril is, I have a sneaking suspicion that she's going to be an artist that is just going to have a hell of a career for 15 years, and she's going to end up in movies. Everybody's going to know Avril. She's got the name. She has youth on her side. She has the star quality. She has musical ability. She can just run the table. She can run the table. I think she's going to be around for a long time. A long time.
It was only a few years ago that Avril left the small town of Napanee to be catapulted into international stardom. Avril Lavigne hasn't been corrupted by the bully boy tactics of a tough music industry, so let's hope that she maintains her independence throughout the coming years. The world really is hers for the taking.
It's just a name on a wall. I didn't ask for this, no, I was thrown into this life, and all the time that keeps passing
never know.